welcome to another episode of Riding in Cars with Books. I'm Jaclyn.
And I'm Phillip.
And today, in honor of Banned Books Week, we are talking about The Amazing Spider-Man Revelations.
Dun, dun, dun.
How did I know you were going to do that? So, I don't really need to give a synopsis of this book because we're going to spoil the whole darn thing.
Okay.
Sound good?
Spoil away.
How long ago did you read this book?
That book came out right after 9/11.
It came out in 2001, 2002.
Right.
So
Because the 9/11 issue is in this trade.
you read it then?
Yes.
And you haven't read it since?
No.
Okay. So, it's four issues.
But technically it's 5, right?
No.
It's not the 4 regular issues and the
That's a regular
9/11?
issue.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't think they counted that as part of the story. Okay, whatever.
It's
That's
4
fine.
issues.
Fine. Make it so.
36 through 39 by Straczynski and Romita Jr. Okay?
Yes.
That's important for later. So the first issue is the post 9/11 issue. So it was all about heroes coming together for the city. And by heroes, I mean the fire department, the police department, nurses, all the first responders, all the regular humans that came together to help their neighbor. And there was superheroes as well.
Right.
But it was more about the human heroes than the superheroes, which was really cool to see, and how it was narrated. Very, very sad, obviously.
Yes. And that issue was written really quick because it came out right after.
Right after.
Yeah.
And of course, the first scene is this woman saying, "Where were you? Why didn't you stop this?" It's like, how did anyone know? Like, even Scarlet Witch and the all-seeing gods were like, no one could have predicted this. Like, terrible, terrible, terrible. But after that, it's 3 regular Spider-Man issues. But I feel this wasn't really a Spider-Man story. It was a Peter Parker story. Would you agree with that?
Yes, that was.
Was that the point?
That was the point of the whole revelation was how the story ended.
Yeah.
So it ended up being really a Peter Parker Aunt May story.
Yes.
It's really where.
So Aunt May discovers. So Peter is battered and bruised, and Aunt May finds his hood, his mask, whatever you want to call it, and realizes
she discovers he's Spider-Man.
Yeah, she realizes he's Spider-Man, and she's not having an okay time with that. She's mad that he hid this from her for so long, because he's not a teenager anymore. He is a high school teacher. So I don't know how old he is, but he's not a teenager. So he's been hiding the secret from Aunt May for a really long time, and she's taking a while to process that. And so that's an issue of the processing, and then there's an issue of them talking about it. And that was a really interesting conversation about why I hid it from you, and I blame myself for Uncle Ben's death, and then she blames herself for Uncle Ben's death. So they were having that revelation of all the guilt they've both been carrying silently when they could have been carrying it together.
Right.
And then the 4th and final issue was almost wordless, and it was basically Mary Jane just hanging out in her lingerie and bikinis and doing photo shoots and going to movie releases.
This is one of the times when they were split up before they got back together, and then the brand new one more day happened, and then whatever.
Yeah. So that last issue is the reason why this is banned, because it is
risque.
Yeah, she's wearing.
But it's John Romita Jr. risque.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Yeah, she's wearing lingerie. It's images of her laying in bed in her lingerie or her pajamas, and then a photo shoot. She's wearing a bikini. And so a 6-year-old walks into a library and picks this up, and Mom wasn't very happy about that. Obviously, that's not age appropriate anyway. None of this should be for a 6-year-old.
And it's labeled PG on the back.
It's labeled PG on the back.
So instead of the parent taking responsibility of what their child just picks up, it's Spider-Man. It's got to be fine, right?
Yeah.
It's
But
PG.
nothing happens. She's literally just wearing a bikini. Kids see boobs all the time. But whatever. So yeah, that's why it's banned. But I just want for a second to give an unpopular opinion that I do not like John Romita Jr.'s art.
In this book.
I don't know if I've read him otherwise, but Mary Jane's face was not pleasant to look at, and that's disappointing because I'm used to like J. Scott Campbell and how beautiful she is. And then Aunt May just looked really, really old.
Like
but
skeleton old.
Like skeleton old. And here's the bikini shot.
Banned. We're banned now.
And crazy. I just did not love the art. Yeah. The first issue was fine, but getting into like the more of the story, I did not love the art.
So this to me is when Romita Jr. was in his make everything boxy or very angled lines phase.
Yeah, I see that.
And so when he did Iron Man, the Iron Man comic during this time, it was fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's Iron Man armor.
Yeah.
But the fluidness of some of the people and
so this page showing all the different heroes and all the different people, they all have the same nose and lips. They're just different colors, and I thought like he didn't differentiate the people enough. It's like the same person.
Is this the first time we've ever done a ride in cars that was critical or something?
I don't know, probably. I'm like reading.
You're being really critical of Romita Jr.
I'm reading this and complaining, and he's like, just read it.
The story's good.
No, the story's great. I loved how human it was. The whole book, from the 9/11 issue to talking to Aunt May to pining over Mary Jane. It's a very human book. It's about Peter, and it's very real. It wasn't a Spider-Man story. It was a Peter story, and I enjoyed it. I didn't like the art. That's all.
And it's fine. It's okay. You don't have to like everything.
I don't. But I'm glad I read this because it's a very good Peter story.
Yes. The Aunt May stuff with her finding out that he's Spider-Man is handled really well.
And Peter's a teacher, a high school teacher, and I wonder if this is touched on more in later volumes because I really like this storyline. There is a student in his class that is living in an unhoused people encampment, and he wants to help, and I'm just curious of like...
Yeah, that's touched on.
If that... I want to elaborate on that some more. Because he's like, I want to help, and of course he's like, I have to be Spider-Man. The brother of the girl overdoses and takes him to the hospital, and of course he does that as Spider-Man, but Peter really just wants to help, and there's like two villains that... I'm going to call them villains, but the drug dealers. And
that's fair.
I want to see that elaborated on more, like a happy outcome for that story.
Well, you have to read the next trade.
So there is a lot of good in this book. Again, it's very human. Do you have anything to add? I'm just rambling at this point.
I'm going to just let you ramble. This is all going to be you. Like I've already lived through this multiple times. So I like Straczynski's run on Spider-Man. I know there's a lot of things that happened that a lot of people didn't like, but it was editorial based near the end of his run, not really Straczynski writing. But I enjoy Straczynski's writing on Spider-Man.
Well, I've only read Straczynski's Midnight Nation, so
it doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah, so this is great. You can read it as a standalone. You don't have to read. This is technically volume 2. You don't have to read it in any order. I mean, I didn't, but if you want a Peter Parker story, I'd highly recommend this. And yeah, I'll read more.
Dun, dun, dun.
And complain about the art some more.
It's fine.
Sorry.
The stories are good, though.
No, the story is great. I definitely recommend this.
Yes, it's a very good, like I said, it's a very good Aunt May Peter story if you want to know how their dynamic, when she finds out that he's Spider-Man, works. It's does really well.
Yeah, and again, I like that he's not a teenager. He's a full-blown adult. So.
And it also has the 9/11 issue in it.
Yes. So, it's banned for bikinis. If that's something that you like, check it out.
I like things banned for bikinis.
It's always something stupid.
It's always something stupid.
Okay. Anywho, that is all for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.